Bonjour tout le monde, it's your boy Lukael, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So this is episode 2. In the first episode, we were introduced to the premise of this game. We are an, as of yet, unnamed police detective. I don't know if he's gonna get a name eventually, or if he's meant to be unnamed, or... But yeah, we woke up from a really bad hangover, so bad that our character has seemingly forgotten everything about the world around him, his own identity, what he's doing there. It's kind of an intriguing way to start the game. But I guess it's a good way to introduce you to this world and these characters, because we are as lost and confused as this guy, apparently. So basically, we are in this fictional world, in this fictional city. We are investigating a murder that allegedly was part of like a union strike or something like that. Thankfully, we do have our partner Kim that's been helping us along as we interrogate all these different characters. So I quite enjoyed the first episode. I haven't posted it on the channel yet as of recording this, and so I'm really curious to see how it's gonna do. I hope people are gonna watch it. I hope people are gonna enjoy it, because this is a pretty long game, so if I'm gonna be completing it, I hope people are gonna be watching it. Yeah, it's just very different from any other game that I've played, especially on the channel. It's very verbose, like there's a lot of text, a lot of dialogue, a lot of reading, which by now you might realize I'm not the best at reading a lot of text. Like, I'm trying my best, but sometimes I have a hard time actually registering the information that I'm reading, especially when I'm like reading it out loud for a Let's Play, because a lot of my focus goes into actually pronouncing what I'm reading correctly, and so I tend to kind of, I don't know if it's like an undiagnosed ADHD thing or whatever, but I tend to kind of not register a lot of the information I'm reading. Sometimes it's only later when looking back at my footage, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what he meant by this. And so like a few things flew over my head in the first episode, but then from watching it back, I think I have a pretty good grasp of like what's happening. Like the whole thing where what's his name? Head Measurer, when he's talking about Al Ghul, you know, you are prisoners of Al Ghul. I was like, what is he talking about? And now I realize, oh, he's talking about alcohol. Like, it's so obvious, but I wasn't really understanding what he meant. So there's gonna be a few instances like that, and maybe you guys can help me out in comments to understand things that I haven't understood, without spoilers, of course, please. But I think it's also kind of natural to be thrown into this world and to not really understand everything, because all the characters talk like they live in this universe, and so they are very familiar with like every aspect of their city and the history and stuff like that. But as an outsider coming in, the player, you don't really understand everything that they're talking about, and I think some of it is going to make sense later, which is perfectly fine. So, but yeah, there is a lot of text, and the writing is quite advanced. There's a very rich vocabulary being used, a lot of big words, and some of them I didn't even know what they meant. So I think I'm just gonna keep like a dictionary open. I'm going to swallow my pride and just keep a dictionary open in the second screen. And there's some things I really don't understand what they mean. I'm just gonna go ahead and like look them up, because we might as well learn something while we're here, right? So yeah, this promises to be another fun one. I want to say I'm not gonna be doing like 2-hour plus episodes like the first episode every time. I'm probably gonna do more like an hour and a half. But because this is a longer game, once Detroit Become Human is over, I might switch to 2 Disco Elysium episodes per week. It'll depend how well it's doing, I guess. We'll see. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me today, and without any further ado, let's jump right back in. Alright, we stopped right here. I had talked to everyone around here at this point, so we're just gonna keep looking around. See if there's anyone else. Oh, there's some more money here, which obviously belongs to someone, so it's kind of weird that we're just stealing it, but that's video games for you, isn't it? A foreign car kept in good condition. There's like a very interesting statue here. Oh, wow. I thought it was like on top of this car here, but it's more like suspended on these very long like steel like cables. How interesting. Are we actually going to see the body today? Or is there so much to see that we won't even have time to see the body? Because I want to explore kind of this whole area, you know?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Like, it almost looks like it's being destroyed, But I think it was just built to look like this, which is so interesting. Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
The insane. The Philippian kings of Revachol. I mean, this sounds very close to Philippines, but I'm guessing the Philippines don't exist in Revachol, which is interesting. I guess maybe it's meant to evoke the Philippines. In the previous episode, Head Measure also said he was I forgot the name he used, but like they named these places and these people, and they sound a little bit similar to real places, but I think it's meant to just kind of evoke them.
Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
What did the king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
His See, I'm heading over to the dictionary for this one. Profligacy? Wildly extravagant, completely given up to dissipation and licentiousness, shamelessly immoral. Okay, that doesn't really tell me much. A person given to wildly extravagant and usually grossly self-indulgent expenditure. Okay, so extravagant and kind of like immoral and self-indulgent. Okay. In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
The suzerain. So it was a superpower, and he started the decline because he used the whole treasury.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
See, Insulindian, that sounds like a real place, right? It uses words we're very familiar with, but it's not a real place. I think it's very clever how they do that. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
Okay, a Krugerrang is apparently a real thing. It's a 1-ounce gold coin of the Republic of South Africa. So maybe this does take place on Earth and it's just Revachol itself that's fictional? Maybe it's not the whole world. Or maybe they're just recycling words that already exist in different languages. Like Krugerrang.
He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Some real Scrooge McDuck behavior. I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. Wait, really? There's no way that's true. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit. That does sound a little far-fetched.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Okay, what is nose candy? I mean, I can kind of guess it right there. This is a lot to process. I mean, he's a king. What do you expect? So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie. Okay, where is he buried now? Is it a lot to process? It's not really that surprising, right? That he would indulge if he's a king.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later.
So it might not even be
Right
true.
before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
And again, just like I said in the previous episode, there's some stuff that I don't really want to say, but I'm saying it anyways just because I want to see what the dialogue leads to, you know?
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Okay. I mean, we know what is nose candy, but let's ask
Cocaine.
anyway. Okay, yeah. Thanks. Where is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
And what happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution when Martinaise was leveled.
Communards? Is that a real word? Or is it just, again, a word meant to... It is a real word. One who supported or participated in the Commune of Paris in 1871. Or a person who lives in a commune. Okay. So it's a French word. It's more like communard. Might mean something different here. I think it's meant to maybe evoke the term communist. Not sure. And if I remember right, the coalition, that's like the main government now, right?
Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
I mean, it looks kind of like modern art, you know? It could have been built to look like this, but it looks like they restored it.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
It is quite ironic.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
The hoi polloi? See, I'm learning so many things. The general populace. Okay. I mean, I could have guessed that just from context, but it's good to get the actual description. I hope you guys don't mind me stopping to look up some words every now and then. Alright, hey, that took 5 minutes just to look at one statue. It's gonna be a long game. What do we have here? Ooh, some more money. We got someone here. Greetings.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
I mean, doesn't look to have a warm smile on this picture.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
The Pale Driver. An ambrotype is a positive picture made of a photographic negative on glass backed by a dark surface.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? I don't think she's my grandma. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Okay, well, I was gonna snap my fingers because that seemed kind of rude, but maybe now we should.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Well, he saw me before I even snapped my fingers. How fast are you? Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Okay, if you say so. I just wanted to ask her some question, but I guess she's just... Okay. If you say so, Kim. A white tank top. Can I wear that? So this shirt gives me +1 conceptualization, but -1 suggestion because of the order, and this one is just +1 physical instrument. I do have 4 conceptualization. I don't think I need the +1, so maybe we should wear this instead. Ugh. I look really bad. That's not a great look, though. That's not a great look, but it does give me +1 physical instrument, so... I look terrible. Just got like this tank top with a blazer on top, like dishwashing gloves, and like these pants and these shoes. What a weird look. Very strange look I have right now. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. The music in this place is very interesting. It's kind of like... It's not depressing, but it's just kind of, I guess, melancholy, you know? It's kind of somber and a little... It's almost mournful, you know? Okay, not sure why I had to go all the way around just to look at this. A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. So that's everything around here. So, this guy, I forgot his name. He said we could go and talk to him after talking to the union boss, Mañana. He said he would tell us more if we talk to the union boss, which I thought was this guy, but this guy down here is just a scalp, so I don't know if he has anything new to say.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Okay, yeah, we've already said all of this. He
How
kind
can
of
I help you?
he kind of looks like a really thin, washed up Super Mario, you know? I can't be the first person to say this. It's just the mustache and the red hat, I guess. Alright, I have like $3 now. This guy we've already talked to.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Come to tell me to fuck off again. Alright, the body was behind the hotel, which means it might actually be one of the last things we look at, because I'm kind of doing things in a clockwise order, you know? I think we already talked to this... Oh no, we didn't.
And a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes. Tommy le Homme. Their portraits are very interesting because some of them are very kind of like, you know, very artsy, broad brush strokes and like more, a bit more abstract. And then some of them are very kind of straightforward, like this one, which is like kind of a simple portrait. And I'm wondering if it maybe has to do with their like mental state. Like maybe the wilder the images, the more they're kind of like crazy or something like that. And keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to, I am the law. I am the law? What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
It's the gem, my man. He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. The lorries? Yeah, the lorries are the trucks, right? Yeah, a lorry is British for a motor truck. I've never really heard that before, a lorry. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is a fuel, right? I think. I learned that in Tintin. Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. A little less plotting. No, I get what he means.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Okay, so just a week.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
There's a touch of sorrow to this whole place.
So tell me, what do you need?
Care to spare some change for a working stiff? Would you give us some money?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Sudden financial duties snap him out of his daze. They who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense, first work, then pay. I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them. So you're broke, got it. What else did I have to ask here? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down on his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
That's very generous of you. If like a random policeman just came to talk to me in the city and was like, hey, do you have any change? I'd be like, no. Like, don't you have money already? You probably have more than me. Tell me more about this strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks, Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
And what's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
But you're just a driver.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
I don't think the guy we talked to that with the right to work, I don't think that was the company rep. That was just a scab, right? So we haven't met this strike negotiator yet.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I forget a lot of things in this playthrough. Like at the best of times, I'm very forgetful and I have really bad memory. So in this game, there's a lot of detail. So if I forget things between episodes, I apologize. So Wild Pines, is that like the company that this strike is about? I assume? What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
He smiles awkwardly. Camionneur, that's just like trucker in French, but like, is that a term that you guys, by you guys I mean English speakers, is that a term that you guys were familiar with? I've never heard that in English. Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Interesting. Ooh. That's a white check. We could try it. That's a very low chance though, but let's try.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, you look sad. What's going on with you? Ease into it. Hey, Tommy, spill the beans. What's troubling you? My man, I want to know about your soul. Okay, none of these are ease into it. These are all very upfront. I mean, this one is kind of chummy. You know, it's like, hey, Tommy, you know, what's troubling you? I guess that's the chillest of the bunch.
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual Lorman tropes and hopes. The road and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either.
He looks around.
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
It really is. We'll have to come back to this one later once we have more empathy, I guess. Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Okay, so the victim is not a driver. I guess I'll note that down.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth.
Okay.
He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Can anyone like speak normally here? Like the only person I've met who was kind of speaking normally was like the cashier in the fritte. She was like, yeah, I just work here, I guess. Everyone else is so like poetic and kind of like verbose about their shit. And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Yeah. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Is that a joke?
Time to arrest him.
Wicked, I've always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing.
Sporting goods, huh?
They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ile Maran market lately.
The Ile Maran. So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Alright, fair enough. That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Not really.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Okay. So I love that I might not know what he's talking about, but because my encyclopedia is pretty high, I managed to like recollect the information from just my knowledge. It's pretty interesting. Interested? Not really. I just asked because, I don't know, it must be a cop reflex. That's kind of what I want to say, but just to make conversation, let's give him the model.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
He gives the side of the lorry a friendly knock.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Maybe he has some regret. He feels like maybe he's wasted his life just being a lorry driver and he wanted to be more.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
That makes sense. I had another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
You getting impatient? Well, I don't have anything else to say, actually. I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright, he's pretty nice. Tamil
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
livery. An identifying design that designates ownership, which again is a British thing. It's a weird mix of British and French terms in this game. A couperie kinema.
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Oh, so someone just stopped here not long ago?
This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
What?
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Wait, is this my car? Is that what you're saying? Pick up the radio. Wait, Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine? Or is that his machine?
This is the Couperie Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox
Okay,
and
it's
the
his
radio
car.
if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Maybe I had like a car accident before getting drunk? What is this sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
This must be what woke me up when you arrived in Martinaise, the infernal noise.
Yes, sorry about that. The Couperie Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
Okay, I guess maybe it woke me up from my sleep when I was like hungover.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages?
The Couperie motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
That looks nothing like a police car, but I guess in this world it is. Can we turn it on and drive somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh,
We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
right. Let's look around the
In
cabin
the cabin,
again.
you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something, the soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Another French person there. That looks like an actress, but I can't remember who, but looks very familiar.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Kim's accent is so distinct. Like he also has a bit of a French accent, but it's kind of buried under like some kind of Asian accent. I can't quite tell. I don't really have the ear for accent that much, so I probably shouldn't be talking about it because I'm gonna look really dumb. So forget I said anything.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
A voice replies in the radio. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. I was told I need to connect to my station, the 41st Lazaret. I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder, but I don't think she would know about this. Alright, let's just connect to the 41st Precinct.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
These fucking accents. Jules Pidieu.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him
Wait,
is
can
a
I see him?
box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
If it's a radio, how do I know it's a scrawny old man sitting in a dusty cubicle?
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41, I've got a urgent business, over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in, over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Stop using codes, just speak normally.
Is it him? What does he want?
Jean Vicomar. A dry voice asks in the background.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
He what? Hey, who is this?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieu, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
Over.
I'm his goddamn partner.
You're my partner?
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vicmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
I did, yeah, actually. The man in the background sounds like he's losing his patience. So this is my regular partner?
Who lost his badge?
Chester McLean?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
That's my name? Dick Mullen? Really? I guess I do kind of look like a Dick Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not
Okay.
your name.
So they're
It's
just
the
fucking
name
with me.
of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
So what is my name?
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious. Haha, officer has lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it. I mean, there can have been a lot of policemen losing their badges.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Okay, so he's relaying the message between me and these other guys.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Yeah, this guy sounds almost like from Quebec a little bit.
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Okay, can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here
Task
that you're
complete.
in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Okay, we got a new task. Oh, we can level up. Oh. Also, yeah, in the first episode, I was like, oh, cool, you can set 3 signature skills. And I was totally wrong. Every time I chose a new one, it overrode the previous one. So I actually thought I had like 3 skills here when I only have 1, which is composure. Which I guess it's not a bad one to pick. Well, I originally wanted to have perception, so I guess I could level this one up. There we go. And I only have 1 point for now. So track down your badge. Okay, this is a new task. Track down your badge. It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. Maybe. Okay.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
Why does everyone call me Dick Mullen?
What's going on?
Mac Thorson?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could y'all please just stop saying lost his badge for a
He
moment?
asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
Alright, Jules, now you're messing with me.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Reaction speed. I'll just say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this now, I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter. Actually, I did lose my gun.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun. Oh god, it's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
This is a red check that cannot be retried. Okay, let's try, I guess. Convince them that you didn't lose your gun. It's a 42% chance. It's kind of a coin toss.
Lying
Ooh.
over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
That's very true.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Track down your gun. Someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority, like someone high up in the union, or someone local who saw you with it before you passed out. The Whirling's absent bartender. You could also ask the local pawn shop. Find any information you can on the gun. Lonesome Bungle Home. Still not sure how these thoughts work. My girlfriend tried to explain it to me a little bit. I'm still not really sure I understand. It's like you equip something, and then you fill up the XP, and then you get a skill point, and then that thing is just equipped forever, I guess. I mean, I should be reporting that I lost my gun, really, but they're at the precinct. They don't really need to know this, right? I am in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but
What does he want now?
he's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
That's kind of what I expected. I did not expect them to pay for me. Alright, so obviously asking the station did not work. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight. Yeah, what will happen tonight if I don't have a place to sleep? Because I'm guessing I can't sleep in the hotel anymore, right? The guy is not gonna let me sleep there unless I can pay for the damages. So what's gonna happen? But also, they're not gonna send me money, so... I mean, it doesn't even sound like it's up to them anyway, so... Okay, I heard you, no funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Well, I know he's not there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. I wanted to know if you got my badge description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Any news about my family? Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? I mean, news about my family, I guess that's kind of sort of a normal thing to say, unless I don't have a family, in which case he's gonna be like, what?
Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Nothing, never mind.
Again, sir, I didn't get that. 10-9, over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir, just use my real name, will you? You don't know my name, do you?
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Am I intoxicated at this point? I feel like I've been kind of off the bottle for a while.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Yeah, none of this is like normal things to say. I feel like it's just gonna make things worse, but I do kind of want to hear what's gonna happen if I choose them. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
You can keep working, just leave the fucking radio guy alone and focus on your own thing. Why do you have to be back there just listening to everything that's happening?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says...
I heard him.
So, was there anything else?
I guess this is sort of clever. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
Will you just leave, dude? Let fucking Jules do his work and focus on your
He
own.
wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Very funny. Also, you don't look like you're dressed up for work. You just have like suspenders. Just go put a shirt on.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
Why don't you stop wasting your time?
What do you need, sir? Over.
Alright, Jules getting impatient with me, so I'm just gonna... Let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over.
They're not helpful at all, so I think I have better chances just looking on my own. 10-10, transmission completed, standing by, over.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click, then everything is silent in the cabin.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier.
Old
Around
boy.
a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair trimmed short.
Why am I knowing this if I'm not there? Am I just imagining this happening, or is this actually happening? Judith Minot. Her left arm is in bandages.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
She asks, startled. Jean Vicmar turns to her and says...
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
I do seem kind of confused. So this really is my usual partner then, this Jean Vicmar.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
The torso Torson. It's a very good name.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
I'm just gonna have to start thinking that maybe this is my actual name, and like they just called me that because that's my name, and not a fictional detective.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
They still sound over the radio, even though like I can't be hearing them, right?
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
The commotion dies down. All eyes turn to Satellite Officer Vicmar.
We must help him.
Minot looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There is a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I do seem like a pretty desperate case, but...
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words.
He sighs heavily and turns to address the room. Okay, so clearly, I mean, to end up in the situation I was in, clearly I have like a history of drinking heavily, probably a lot of problems, something about an ex-wife. So, a lot of them are laughing at me, but they do seem to have some genuine concern for like my well-being, at least some of them. This Judy Minot at least does, and my partner, kind of, a little bit.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain, or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
Okay, that's very nice. So the captain doesn't know yet.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Okay. I could pick up the radio again, but is it to call someone else?
This is precinct 57. How may I assist you?
What's the Lazareth? I don't know what Lazareth mean. It's not a word. Is it like a different thing?
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
Who is this? Nix Gottlieb?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Is he like a doctor? I'm in a bad way, Doc, a real bad way.
Oh, it's you.
The man is unpleasantly surprised.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
Okay, so I guess the Lazarette is like some kind of medical office for the police. You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure, but can you tell me about myself, as in who I am?
Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
Okay, I know you're being sarcastic, but I actually need this information. I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Okay, are you an actual doctor? Because that's really not something a doctor should say.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from a spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
Wait, both? That sounds bad.
Yep.
No wonder I'm in so much pain. I feel like I've been damaged. I still feel pretty good, though. I can probably take a lot of damage. No wonder I'm in so much pain.
Yes, probably in more ways than one.
He sounds very careless about it all. Positively breezy.
Yelled too much.
You're detecting very little in the way of empathy from Dr. Gottlieb.
Okay, so he is a doctor. A really bad doctor, honestly. So what do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too.
You know what? I guess
Anything
that's a
else?
fair... I guess that's a fair statement. I've lost my memory, all of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
Is that really a thing that can happen? Just losing your memory from drinking too much?
There is no surprise in his voice. Only careless superiority.
You're not surprised? Okay. Anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
That's such a funny thing to say to an amnesiac. It's like, well, that sucks, but hey, look on the bright side. You can do anything you want now. I guess that's true. That's pretty pragmatic. It's like, well, if you forgot your whole life, time to start fresh. I guess it's true. I mean, as the player, I'm kind of starting fresh, right? Because I don't know this guy's previous history other than he's an alcoholic and he's a police. I guess maybe that's the game telling you, you know what? You can take this character in any direction you want. Just do whatever you want.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
Isn't there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
I see your point. Might as well just get back to work.
Do that. I need to go. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson, but it's hard to say because his eyes are swollen.
He glued his eyelids. How can you... Is that a real thing? Cyanoacrylate. It is a real thing. It's any of several liquid acrylate monomers that readily polymerize as anions and are used as adhesives in industry and in closing wounds in surgery. How did you get that shit in your eyes, Mac? Mac the torso?
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Does not explain how you got it in your eyes, but okay. I guess that's it for now. Task complete. Okay, call the station's Lazarette. The phone clicks. Suddenly you hear the already familiar voice of Alice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Can you connect me to a Sylvie?
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Guard give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
Her number is...
Thank God Kim is here.
005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Let's start slapping a marching rhythm on our thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Sylvie Malaika. Okay.
Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. Or Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags. Did we meet before? I can't remember. Wait, it's probably in my task, right? Someone reported the hanging. Okay, I don't think we've met. I think she just reported the killing on the phone. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Okay, I guess we did talk before.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
I probably didn't make a great impression the first time. Was it you who called the... Wait, you quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
You can hear her tense up on the other side. Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
I don't really want to push her on this issue because it's kind of insensitive, but I also don't want to conclude this line of questioning, so I have to keep asking. Plus, I mean, this is for an investigation, so get away from whom?
You know whom?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
Is it the cafeteria manager?
Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
I mean, obviously it's not me, because I don't work with her. Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
I also don't know... Obviously, there's a lot of choices in this game, but I don't know how much the choices you make affect characters. Like, do they keep track of the things you've said to them? Like, the guy that speaks like this, the trucker, he was like, oh, coming to say fuck you again? So he remembers that I told him that, but... I don't know. I don't know how much the characters... Oh, man, I can ask her about my badge. I don't know how much they remember what you say to them? Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Copper thieves?
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
Okay, well that narrows down who could have called.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay. But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? I mean, maybe she didn't see it.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does this Union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
So everyone in Martinaise is like under the Union, and the Union told people not to... Wait, Kim, is she speaking true? The Union is the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinaise is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, okay. The Dock Workers Union. Oh, also, I don't know if we ever find out the real name of this character eventually. Please don't leave a comment saying like, oh, people just call him Dick Mullen because you never find out his real name. So like the fandom just calls him that. Don't say that. Because then you confirm to me that I'm never going to learn more about this character, you know? Like, don't confirm that I'm never going to find an information, because then you're like confirming another thing. I still count those as spoilers, so please don't say anything like that. I might have like my partner go through the comments to moderate them a little bit.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
I guess that's fair.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
That's the authority speaking.
No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
The others. I mean, she's just talking about everyone in Martinaise, I guess. Okay, don't worry about it. I understand.
You do? What else can I do for you?
She's like, that doesn't sound like the guy I talked to before. You seem like nicer now. Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Wait, how did you first learn? I think when you start saying wait, it means that you're going to like open a new line of inquiry. Because I've noticed you say wait a lot in dialogues. Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer?
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody. And so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
Okay, so I did have my badge until recently. My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no. I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
I mean, isn't this my uniform? I thought the jacket with the rectangle on the back was the police uniform. Kim doesn't have a uniform and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Okay, I shouldn't ask her if she's seen my gun. That's... But I want to know. See, can I get punished for asking something like this? I don't really know. Like, would it scare her? Would she have a worse opinion of me just because I asked? Because it's a really weird thing to ask. It's like, oh, have you seen my gun? Okay, no, I can't say that. That's so weird. Like, I'm sure she didn't steal it from me, and like, why would she know where it is? So, I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Oh, that's pretty high. Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
No. She doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Okay, but I'm a guy. Sure it isn't about me.
Trust me, you wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak, yak, mag, mag. No, you're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love. Matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Oh my god, not a spinster. Yeah, she's a woman, probably just playing hardball with the goods. Women are just transactional. I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without all the internalized misogyny. Yeah,
What
that.
misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are.
That's not very.
Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore?
That's not very empathy of you, man. Come on.
You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boy's talk with God himself.
Wait, who's Gart? Gart? Is that the guy in the hotel? Lieutenant Love?
Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Oh my god. Daddy's going to take you on his lap, little darling. You still there, kiddo? Listen, I've got everything under control. Please, no, I don't want to say any of those things. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. She really doesn't seem like she's into me at all, so I don't think I want to pursue that line.
You're just a gimp. What? You want to be more empathetic?
Yeah.
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
Hey, that's fair. Oh, I could call her again. Nah, I think I'm good. I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
Thank you, Alice.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Do I have to choose, or can I take all of these? The rubber-handled chain cutters, the hand-cranked flashlight, the red-tip pry bar. I mean, I kind of feel like we're gonna need all of those. But if I have to choose, I guess the chain cutter?
The handles are long and sleek.
Okay.
Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Snap, snap.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Okay.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue.
The hand-cranked flashlight.
Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
That's gonna be
into
very
its
useful.
nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Okay, keep searching for the collar despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Jingles his keys.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now.
Yeah, okay, I got that.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Alright, let's close the door. This is gonna be a very long game because I just spent like, what, 40 minutes just at this car talking on the radio? I mean, not that I mind, it's all very fun stuff, but I just hope you guys are prepared for a long playthrough. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Oh, I want to look at my inventory. So we have some tools. Some chain cutters. Equip these to open locked containers in the world. How do I equip them? Oh, I can put them in my hands. Okay. Equip this to open locked containers. Equip this to discover secret orbs in shady areas. Okay, can I just have it like at all times? Ooh. Oh. Okay. Can I like... I don't know if there's a way to unequip the tool without going in the inventory.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Ew.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Oh, maybe I can buy new
You
clothes.
find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
I'm probably gonna have to buy it, and I don't really have any money.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna leave for now.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, Ultra Series.
Have you ever seen shoes described like this? Two lowly, defeated speakers, slaves basically, perched atop like conquerors. The writers of this game were on something else.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Let's inspect the sneakers.
A pair of found Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
So, different clothes give you different skills and bonuses, but you don't really know in advance what skills you're going to need in conversations, so like, I guess you're just trying to compensate for your stats that are lower, right? Or you just want to play this like Fashion Souls, you just want to wear whatever looks best and you don't care about the skills. I guess you could do that too.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super rare, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
50 real.
Only? That's madness.
Inspect the... Oh, so, okay, it does tell you what you're gonna get. +1 reaction speed, +1 hand-eye coordination, -1 encyclopedia. What about the speakers?
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Okay, but what if I want them?
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk.
Lo-fi socialist junk. That's why I want them. I think I might be a lo-fi socialist junk myself. You're right, I don't have time for junk. I lead a luxury life. No, I am junk.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Okay, well, I don't have that money, but maybe later. What else you got?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
These should be a bit cheaper.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let's try the shades on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, They don't even fit your face.
Oh.
You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
And Kim, what do you think?
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
Ah, that's so tempting though.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Ah, Kim. Aw. Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses. You're right. I'm too sensible for those.
Are you sure?
I have to listen to Kim.
So good on you. You should think this through, officer.
You're trying to sell me shit. Kim, I think he's being honest with me, so I think I should trust him. Plus, he's got a good sense of style, right? Let's rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Cerise plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
Okay, so really cheap.
Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A
UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Conceptualization. Try again. Maybe you can find some interesting glasses in the box. Okay, let's try.
No luck.
Yeah.
All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Maybe I want that.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere
6
real.
real. Kim, are firefights something we should be prepared for?
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Alright, never mind. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Oh. What is this? Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
It's already 1 in the afternoon. We've basically done no detective work this whole time. Like, the day's gonna be over soon, and like, we haven't really made that much progress. And I don't really have a place to sleep. Unless the guy lets me sleep in the hotel again, but like, I haven't paid him back, so probably not.
The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Yeah, questions. We could try and persuade him to give us some money. What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
I love this guy. Where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Do you have a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
Good joke, officer.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, The sidewalk strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It certainly doesn't look like a place where you would need a permit for anything. Kim, is it true he doesn't need a permit to sell?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
Thank you, Kim. What would I do without you to explain to me how the world works?
That's right. No permits,
Even though I'm like 50.
no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Wait, but what are we doing here if there are no permits? Look at Kim and the police insignia on his sleeve.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I'm not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state.
A gossamer is a film of cobwebs floating in air in calm, clear weather. Or something light, delicate, and insubstantial.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
I see. A gossamer state, you're right, this is cool. I'm part of a hip, thin, almost non-existent state apparatus. So cool guys protect businessmen while everyone else lives in the ruins? I can think of cooler things. But you're a foreigner, I'm protecting the business interests of foreign nations. Then I'm protecting a state lawlessness. I'm an officer of law, I'm an officer of common anarchy. Okay, no permit then, cool. It does seem like everything is in ruin here, so I can think of cooler things.
Yeah, cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Yeah, you would say that because you're setting the prices yourself. That's all then. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Where are you from, Ceiling?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Better not to mention. I mean, he does seem to kind of want to avoid the topic, but if we know where he's from, like, thanks to our knowledge, we might as well talk about it. You're from the Apricot Suzerainty, right?
See, guy, Apricot Suzerainty, it's all the same to me. It's all cool. I'm interested in sales. Go ahead, let's make one. Super high quality, friendly prices.
I might need you to lend me some money for that. You can't change your clothes mid-conversation, so even if I had like better stats with different clothes, I couldn't even change them before the conversation, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, we could try and ask. It's 1 chance out of 4.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money now? Oh, that's really bad.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I want you to bribe me. I'm a police officer, remember? That's what you're supposed to do around here. I don't know, it was just the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
I wasn't.
Sorry, detective.
The man grins as if the entire incident is already forgotten. Okay, well, we'll have to try this again later. I'll look around, thanks. Oh, right, so if I want to try these white checks again, I need to upgrade. I need to put a point in the thing, right? Yeah, I think in order to try them again, I guess you need to get a point in this thing. So if I put a point in empathy, then I could try to roll for this again. Is that what this means? Or maybe it's only if you come back the next day? Because it's locked now.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Put skill points into rhetoric to open this white check. Okay, yeah, so I need to put a point in it, and then I get to try them again. Okay. we'll have to try and do that then. I'm going through the trash. Oh, some fingerless gloves, hey. So these gloves gives me +1 interfacing, which I have 3. Electrochemistry, I also have 3. It does look a little bit better on me. So right now I have 4 electrochemistry. I guess once I tried taking down the body, I could put these on. For now, this looks a little bit better, right? It still looks kind of weird. I just really look like a homeless guy. Especially with this. Like this, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I look terrible with this, but I do get like better... I do get better physical instrument. I don't get the -1 suggestion, and I feel like I might need suggestion, so... Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15. Okay.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
We can try.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
I don't think pushing it harder is going to do anything.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way.
Close the waterlock on Wednesday. It's been blocked pending repairs, which should be done by Wednesday morning. This will open up a new area in Martinaise. Okay, so right now it's Monday. So they are going to take out this sign, and then we can go to a new area on Wednesday. Okay. Well, it's in my task. I guess I don't need to write it down. I can remember just from looking at the tasks.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Let's talk to this guy.
G'day to you, officers.
Man on a waterlock.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock? I say, reading his name from the dialogue.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock.
Oh, he's stuck there?
I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Okay.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Damn salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Well, you could give me a slice of that salami. The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
What's with the lever that does nothing?
It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage.
Why is it disabled?
Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes?
Do I ever?
Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
Okay. So, Wednesday, 7:15. I guess I'll try and be here.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the 3rd day.
Okay, thank you, tutorial agent. Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Yes, I can ask him for some salami. Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
Nice.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Hey, how about that? We're all having some salami together. Right, bye. So we're just both here just munching on our little piece of salami. Barry the Butcher is going to be kind of angry that we took his salami. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Got something there. Is that some cheese? Oh, it's another... Ooh, okay. Another healing item. And this is the pawn shop. Ooh. Are you scared of being attacked? Why are you like in the box? Okay, I think this is a pretty good place to stop for today. So, going to stop here for today. Because this game is so dialogue heavy, it really doesn't feel like we're making much progress, but I have been playing for like over an hour and a half, so I don't want to have these episodes be too long, but again, I might switch to 2 episodes per week if a lot of people do watch this playthrough. So hey, if you want more Disco Elysium, then keep watching the playthrough and maybe share it around with someone, I don't know. Well, we did call the police station, got laughed at by all of our fellow police officers. We're exploring some more of Martinaise. We haven't seen the body yet. That might be in the next episode, so I am really enjoying this game, so I want to take my time with it and really be thorough and look at every little nook and cranny, you know me, so that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I had fun playing this, hope you had fun watching it, and I'll see you in the next video for some more Disco Elysium. À la prochaine!